Hey guys, Jason the X for SCNS Live, powered by Cinelinks.com. This is the figure review of the Takara Tomy Transformers masterpiece, Ironhide. And yes, first kind of bigger masterpiece besides Prime and, you know, all the other guys. Kind of a new size for this particular line, and man, I love it. Now look, let's face it, Ironhide had a crappy Transformer in G1. It was Diaclone, it was meant to be a rider, and that figure sucked. So this is the first time I've actually seen like an actual, this van into the Ironhide mode. So yeah, we'll take a look at that in just a second, and here we go with the box. See, it's got the Transformers logo on there. Got the Nissan, you got Ironhide, Takara Tomy. Nissan Cherry Vanette, which is not a very masculine name for this van. I'm just going to say that right off the bat. He is MP27. On the side, you got some of his extinguisher hands there. Bottom is boring. You got the van on the side. Transformers masterpiece, and on the back. On the back, you got the van again. Some of the massive amount of accessories he comes with. This is really, really packed full of accessories. You got a list of everything there. And high comparison to the rods will be, of course, it does fit in the trailer. I won't be doing that. Okay, he fits in the trailer. We don't need to bring out the trailer. Plus, stuff is sitting on mine. So anyway, here we go. Look at this guy here. I love it. The chrome, yeah, mine's a little kind of scuffy because it's been moving about. I love this. That is the face of like the original toy. Had that sticker on the seat back there, but they included that in there. But yeah, nice blue windows all the way through. Yes, you can see some robot bits inside. This is actually covered up, which that's pretty accurate. I don't understand this. Well, I guess it's the color is changing, so that's more of like an 80s style. Mine's like not complete right here. I think that might be due to transformation, but it is there. And the other side, it's a lot more consistent. I don't know if that was production or what, but yeah, it is kind of blotchy. But yeah, I mean, you got the chrome, these nice translucent signal lights in the back. Even got a windshield and a back window. This is a really good figure. And on the bottom, you can see, yeah, you can kind of see his waist and his legs. But man, just for a bot mode or a alt mode that really covers up the details and the kibble, this works. And I like this little van that Ironhide does. And he does do a lot of great mass shifting on this figure. And tires are hard plastic, but yeah. You do have some little storage areas in here, and you have a little area here, because he does come with a lot of accessories. I was not kidding around. This whole tray, which we'll get into more of these when we get into robot mode, but he does have his 2 pistols here. This gun that kind of set at the front of the sled are the tank treads on the G1 toy. You get a backpack, exhaust or blast effects for the backpack, his little radar dish. You get this kind of nozzle hand, this vented vacuum nozzle hand, and nozzles on each finger, and this cool little rocket launcher, shoulder launcher. He used it in one episode, I know. And the missile comes out. It's not spring loaded or anything. Also has a little effect here. And you can also store an extra face underneath, which is something I'm glad Masterpiece figures are doing. They kind of had to step their game up a little bit. Off the camera. He does come with a little card. Got artwork of the toy and his tech specs there. And you got Transformers Masterpiece here with some great artwork. I do like that. That van is busting through something. Just my camera. So, okay, comparison-wise, here he is with, we'll start with somebody small. Here's a Bumblebee. And good size right here. I like this. Since he was paired with Blue Streak, I'm going to go ahead and bring in Smokescreen, because I got Blue Streak in robot mode ready to go. But yeah, you got this guy. I think this is a good comparison. Good size difference here. And lastly, here he is with MP10. Probably should put the smaller figure in front. So yeah, really, really good figure here. And he's actually, I love his transformation, because I thought it was going to be something else, and then they started releasing some CGI of how the transformation actually goes, and yeah, really pleasant. So let's go ahead and do that. And I'm going to actually do a unique transformation so I can show you something. Just going to set my camera a little bit better because I seem to be bumping it a lot. So anyway, first thing you want to do is take this section here and bring it up. Now, One thing you can start doing, oh, one thing I didn't show is underneath these cavities here, he does have these little pistols. And you can store those underneath there, and they do not hinder the rolling at all. So, nice touch there. I like that you can store those. And those are probably the main guns I like using with the guy. And bringing it down, he does have a little space at the top for the weapon to be plugged in. Or you can take the gun, which is not as popular, and plug that one in. If it doesn't pop out. As you can see, that's spring loaded. That's never happened. Wow. Wow, that does not want to stay in there. I know I haven't put this one on as much, but yeah, there you go. So you can put that up there. Try to get it pop out again. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Well, it'll sit right up like that, but man, that spring is pretty loaded there. It could be a feature, just like the weapons pop up. Ah, there we go. All right, enough fooling around here. All right, so what I like to do is go ahead and take the wheels, plug them in here, and they're on a double hinge system. As you can see, there's one right there and one here. So you want to take it and kind of move it out, and then just kind of fold it in, and it'll drop in just like that. Take these sections here. You want to fold them, and I like to kind of slide these in instead of just like pushing them down. I kind of just get it here and just kind of move it laterally in. Same thing with the other side. These pieces here will pop out, and you can bring them back, and they're going to snap in. There's a little groove right there. There you go. Covers all that wheel part up. I kind of take these parts out and unpeg them from the front here, and you can kind of move them out. Bring the legs down, extend them out, unsnap them from each other, rotate the feet down. Bear with me, guys, I'm just getting to this. So take these and bring them up, bring my camera up, these panels here. And so you got the arms here, and you can just bring those, open up the forearm. There's a double hinge here. Bring that down, bring the hands out, fold this part in, and then you're going to bring these two together on that hinge, and that tab is going to go into that slot there. So, same thing with the other side. I guess we can go ahead and just take this and plug it in there. There we go. Same thing on this side. Just going to tab that in there. I know. What is he doing? What is he doing? I'm telling you, it's going to be awesome when I show you. There you go. Take this part, leave these arms here, fold it back down, and there you have, oh, take this and fold it down this bit on the front, and there you have G1 Ironhide. And I like this because it's got the little face in there. I know this is probably, some people are getting pissed off about this, but yeah, you can take them and you can put them right behind his little sled, and there you got G1 Ironhide in his robot mode. So yeah, no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. There's a lot more to this, and I'm going to get into it and stop goofing around here. So, all right. You want to take this part here. Oh, and there's one of the things I'm going to get into. If you didn't hear, something just fell off. So, you want to take the back section here, rotate it up and around. It's got a dual hinge system, and lay that flat. Take these arms, bring them all the way up and down to his sides. This section here is on a double hinge as well. Lots of double hinging on this guy. Just kind of want to pull it out. See, there's where it unhinged. Bring it down. And you want to get it on the outside of these two windows here that were on the side. And just kind of push it in. And everything should line up like that. Take these two tabs at the top and tab them into the shoulder pieces, and that'll lock everything together. Now, as you can see, he doesn't have a face because that just fell off. And I'm going to go ahead and pin it back on because it'll just look weird, like he's some soulless machine throughout the rest of this. And we know he's not. He's Ironhide. Take these sections here and rotate them. You want to bring them in, and the wheels are going to fold in and tab into those two slots right there. Which leaves them having no butt. No butt at all. No ass at all. So, just saying. So take this part here, unpeg it. You're going to rotate it up. It's going to cover the back windshield, and you got two tabs at the top. You just kind of lock it in there. And here you have G1 Ironhide, bring my camera up a little bit, in his robot mode. And yes, I like this guy. I should have brought my camera up a little bit higher just to really capture him. Really, really nice looking robot. And he's so cartoon accurate. I'm so happy to actually have this guy after having crappy Ironhides. I mean, I know they gave us a toy in Generations, but it sucked. I hated it. This guy is all kinds of G1 greatness. Got the crest up here, those blue eyes, that face that just does not enjoy anything. The nice windshield, the Autobot logo, the shiny bits. This guy just really knocks it out of the park for me. Except, you know, he does look weird on the butt because he has none. But yeah, just the legs and how they're boxy, and they cover up the wheels so well and any other robot kibble. He looks really good in robot mode. Now, he is not without flaws. Oh, one thing I did forget, because he keeps tipping over. Take these sections and bring them out. They're actually the heel spurs. And so he doesn't have a problem standing. That was me. I'm stupid, because I was making him into G1 Ironhide and fooling around. But yeah, really, really great robot mode here. Now, accessory-wise, this guy has it. Like I said, he does have this sled of parts here, which he's got the two blasters. I'm going to kind of hold this up. You get two just like that. I'll take things off and just throw them to the side as I get them. You get that gun that just pops off the roof mode. A little radar dish. I'm going to peg all that stuff into them. Of course, the jetpack, which it only pegs in with this this peg here. Two blast off effects, which I'm sure you saw those in the opening video. They just plug right into the bottom of here. I actually should start pegging some of this stuff onto him. He also has this little cardboard piece right here, if you recognize from the episode where they discovered the Dinobots. And you can take that and put it right behind his windshield. And then you can take his little radar dish, and he's got holes on each forearm. Oops, I'm trying to plug it into the wrong side. And there you go, you can have him doing his scan, looking for dino bones. Take that right out of there. And I like to put it on the tray and then put the jetpack over it that actually holds it down. Because there's no real storage for that part, it just kind of flops around, but it is a cardboard piece, you could probably lose it. The jetpack plugs in very nicely here. It's a little loose. You kind of got to make sure you get it on there so it's flush, but yeah, you can get a little separation there, but it stays on fairly well. You just got to make sure you give it a little to get it on there, and it looks nice. I remember him flying that episode. I just don't remember him using a jetpack with him and Blue Streak. So, and he does have this cannon piece, which I do remember him using for that episode, where he popped off and he hit Skywarp right in the tail feathers. And now, hands. This guy has hands, and what you want to do is take the hands, just open up the forearm piece and fold them around. And I'm only going to do one of each because he has two pair, a right and left for everything he does. So you got this hose hand where he's got the nozzles on his fingertips. Got the one that looks like a kind of a vacuum cleaner. He's dust busting. And this little red nozzle piece. Which, I don't know, I kind of like the fingers most of all. I don't know about having all these, but you got to say, they gave us some accessories this time around. Take the hand and fold it back out. Excuse my arm is in the way. Get a new tripod next week, guys. Now, the other thing he does have is another face, which is more like a I just got shot face, just, you know, bad memories and all. Now, all you do is take this part here and push it forward. And then it's very loose without it. Just put the face back on and push it back, and then you got Ironhide, like more like Prime. Every time I look at these screens, Prime. I don't like that face as much. It's a mixture of, you know, yelling and pain, because we all saw Ironhide get blasted, and it wasn't a good feeling. It wasn't a good memory. So, also, you can take his pistols, just kind of. Like, each one is separate. I know I had a hard time because I kept trying to put it into that tab there, which is not the tab to put it into. You just put it into the one behind there. I kind of felt like a fool. I'm glad I didn't do it on camera. Tuck that arm back in there. I'm sorry for the angles. I just got this, got to buy a new tripod. I'm using one I don't like. I'm going to take this one and plug that one into the other hand. Come on now. Get in there. The problem I have is getting it to go all the way back to get in there. You kind of got to do a little bit of fiddling with it. So yeah, I'm with two of his different blasters. Of course, the other one is just the same, so I did not include it. Moving all these little bits off of here. So, articulation. You do get some ankle articulation. Will go out, so you can get kind of an A stance. It will go back and forth a little bit. It's better than 90 degrees on the knees. He will twist at the knee as well. He's got a twist at the thigh. It only goes about that far, though. These pieces will come up out of the way, so you can get the leg all the way forward, and you can go back, but it gets in the way of that wheel piece I was telling you about. Now, I saw somebody, I think it was Optobotomus, he put his wheel up like in here, which does not help for the no butt. It even makes it look worse, but you can go further back without it, so, well, without it in the way. But, you know, let's go with the general transformation here. He does have waist articulation. This little piece just tends to pop back up in there for a little bit. It goes about that far, of course, you know, that's about as far as it'll go. The arms are interesting sailors. Now, first, he does have a ball-jointed head, and he does have a hinge here, so you can kind of look down, you can look up, you can kind of push it down and get it to go up a little bit, but you can bring it up. Kind of like how Trax had that hair, you can bring it up just a little bit and kind of lock it. So that way it doesn't look so, looks like it actually has a neck, instead of just kind of, it's minimal. But the arms, they will go this far, but as you can see, the arm joint, right here, it stops because of that piece. Now, you can kind of get it to go around, but you got to move it out. So there's that. I don't know exactly how I feel about it. It's okay because it doesn't really hinder articulation that much. I mean, Ironhide wasn't like doing flips around and everything. It does have ratchets going out to the sides. Elbows, twist at the bicep, and the hands will rotate. So yeah, I really do like this figure. I like that he's just a bigger size, because now I'm going to show you just how comparison. Here he goes with Bumblebee. See, that looks good. Bring him in with Blue Streak here, who I don't think I ever reviewed the Toys R Us version. I like the comparison. I like that Ironhide's bigger. A little third party in here. Here's Ocular Max's Sphinx. Now, I don't think Ironhide was that big in the cartoon, but I like him being bigger here. Now, for a bigger robot, here he is with Prime. I'm not going to bring in Magnus, because Magnus and, you know, Star Saber are huge compared to this, but I like this comparison. These guys look good together. So, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and just put them back here. We'll bring in the whole crew. I guess I didn't really need to take them out in the first place with my Mirage that hopefully we get one day. Well, I already have a Mirage now, so I don't need another one. So yeah, I'm glad I did not get the Voodoo robots, because that one looks like it has A couple things I don't like, but this is definitely a G1, and over a third party, I will get a Masterpiece version. It really all depends, I guess, but this is definitely a G1 Ironhide and looks great with the rest of the crew. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. Make sure you like this video, subscribe, share it around. Check out some of our other shows. Follow me on Twitter at JasonTheX and on Instagram at JasonTheX. Until next time, guys, catch you later.